Hello and welcome to Daceys Divas. Hi, I'm your host, Dacey. Today we have such a very, very special show featuring extraordinary real women that have certainly made a difference in keeping Lucy Grogan's memory and spirit alive and well. Here's a picture of Lucy. And today you're going to meet these phenomenal women that are out there making this fantastic difference in Lucy's life. So first, I'm very honored to meet Lucy's mom, Beecher Grogan. You are the director of Lucy's Love Bus, and we're going to talk a little bit about why we're here. All of Lucy's fabulous friends. Lucy's sisters Jane is here today. We have Katie, her best friend, Allie, Caroline, and Signe. And we're going to talk more about you fabulous women that are here keeping Lucy's memory alive and well. And thank you for coming. I'm honored.
Thank you for having us.
Hi, Beecher.
Hi.
Beecher Grogan, tell us a little about yourself and why you're here today.
I'm here to represent Lucy's Love Bus and her mission of delivering comfort to children with cancer through free integrative therapies. My daughter Lucy was 8 years old when she was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia, which is a very rare leukemia. Lucy was sick when she was 8 and died at the age of 12, and through those 4 years received every type of integrative therapy you can imagine, which includes massage, acupuncture, therapeutic horseback riding, Reiki, chiropractic care. And toward the end of her life, she looked around and wondered why other children weren't receiving these same services. And I explained to her that the way we paid for it was out of a fund that her community raised for her. Because none of those are covered by insurances except for chiropractic care. So when she realized that, she said, well, that's not right, and I want to make sure that every child has access to these wonderful services that I've received for 4 years. And then she died unexpectedly 2 weeks later. She named it Lucy's Love Bus. She created the mission, was very, very specific about who the help was going toward. And so in her memory, we kept it going, and with the help of Lucy's friends and her sister and little brother, we've made quite an impact.
And you have kept it going. And if you think about it, at her age, at 12 years old, to think and have such a foresight to struggle with death, number one, her illness, but how amazing of a young woman was she? We're going to show pictures of her today throughout the show, but how fantastic of a young girl was she?
She was a diva.
Yeah,
she was born a diva.
Yes.
Came out like a diva, kicking and screaming.
Yeah.
She was an amazing girl, as is her sister and her little brother and these kids here today. I always tell my team leaders that Lucy exists between them. In the space between these kids, Lucy lives. And the work that they do in her memory keeps her alive, and the impact that she would have made on the universe by raising money and helping other children with cancer. We're keeping Lucy here.
Right.
And I'm just incredibly proud of the girls.
Right.
And our 4 boys. Yeah. Who were not invited today.
Only girls today, unless we put a wig on them. Right, girls?
That's right.
All right. Thank you, Beecher. We're going to get back to you.
Sure.
And you're right. We're keeping her life still alive. And first, thank you. Let's go to you now, Katie. Sweetheart.
Hi.
You her best friend.
Yeah, Lucy and I met when we were in kindergarten, and then we've stayed really close friends, like up until she was 12, until she died. I used to go visit her in the hospital all the time.
Okay. Now, you're all from Amesbury, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, your name Katie O'Neill, and do you have any brothers or sisters?
I do. I have a little brother who is 11, and I have a little sister who's 13, and actually is Jane's good friend.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you. And we're going to get back to you again.
Okay.
Now, you're Jane.
Yes.
All right. Tell us a little about your Lucy's sister, Beecher's, daughter. Go ahead, Jane, honey.
So I remember when Lucy got cancer and just going through the whole treatment, and it was not that great and stuff, and but it's really great that after she passed on, we can still be doing things to help other children with her same.
And keep her memory eternal, correct?
Yeah.
And there's a great picture Pete will flash during the show, or, when we get going, but with Lucy in bed.
Yeah.
And I love that picture. That was a sweet picture. You're a great younger sister. Thank you. Okay, and Allie, let's tell your name, a little bit about yourself, sweetheart, and why you're here.
I'm Allie Pelletier from Amesbury. I was Lucy's friend more towards the end of her treatment. I used to go in with Katie a lot when she was in Boston and visit and just play with the younger kids that were around in the hospital and try and keep them as happy as possible as we were visiting Lucy.
Right.
Just
Positive diva.
Yeah.
It's good, right? Nice
Yeah.
smile. It's good to be positive.
Yeah,
Thank you.
definitely.
Caroline, your name, honey, and why you're here.
I'm Caroline Logan. I was friends with Lucy. We used to do drama club together, and I just remember how funny she was and how I like to spend time with her. But we sort of lost contact when she got sick, but I just like to still think about her and keep her memory alive.
And you are. Thank you. And last, Signy?
My name's Signy, and I was friends with Lucy when I was really little, but I got more involved really when Beecher asked me to become a part of Lucy's Love Bus. And I just love being here and feeling like I'm making a difference and keeping Lucy alive. And
That's great. Thank you. Now, it amazes me that you girls are here still. She has passed away. Now you're 16, 17. It's what, 4 years later?
5 years in July.
Okay, 5 years now. So who wants to answer, what makes you still want to be around? Is it just because of the memory of Lucy? Do you feel good doing this? Like, who would like to answer?
I really just loved Lucy. Like, she was my really good friend, and doing Lucy's Love Bus is a nice way to remember her for me, and it like helps me keep her memory alive and like cope with the grief of losing her earlier on.
Right.
And I just loved going to the hospital and not only seeing her but the other children and like making their day better. So I just like to continue that.
Right. Does anybody else have anything else to say about that?
I really love doing it because it really helps me, like as Katie said, like keep her, like her memory and
Close to your heart.
yeah, and it's a great way just to help other children
Right.
and that are in need of it.
Do you feel, Beecher, it's a grieving, like I said, it's a grieving process. Do you feel that this kind of, this is the worst thing a mother can ever endure in life? Do you feel that this kind of puts a little peace in your heart?
This is the one thing, other than Jane and Eli, this is the one piece of my life that makes my life feel purposeful and worthwhile since the death of Lucy. It's the most powerful gift she ever gave me. I think she knew she was not going to live, and she very conveniently on a platter handed me my mission and gave me a way to take care of her.
Right.
And the Teen Leader program started when I wanted to have a flyaway butterfly release
Let's talk
festival.
a little bit about that.
But
Okay.
this was, I knew for me it was the only healing piece
That you had.
and I thought, I know Lucy's friends, a lot of them had some sadness and guilt and grief about not being able to be there for her as young children. And I wondered if this would help them as much as it helped me. And that's how it all came to be.
And it's working out well.
It's working out beautifully. It's taking on a life of its own and just growing and growing. It's amazing.
Now, Lucy's Love Bus. Okay. So we got it up and running.
Yep. it's
Okay.
running.
All right, let's talk a little bit about Lucy's Love Bus. What is it? It's a bus that you have?
Yes, we do have a bus. I mean,
Okay.
technically Lucy's Love Bus is the nonprofit, but when Lucy was 8 years old getting acupuncture in the hospital, the physicians would come in and say, what is wrong with you? You have leukemia, and when you have leukemia, it's a blood disease. You're constantly poked to get blood every week, many, many pokes. And they said, why would you want to be stuck with needles?
Right.
And she said she would beg them to try it. And they never would. And so we talked about the only way to get a doctor to try this and to recommend it to other children is to bring it to them. So we had this vision of bringing the bus to the hospital, beeping the horn and saying, come on out and try it for free on us in the safety of our bus so that you will feel the effects and then be more likely to recommend it to other children.
So that's great. Now, does insurance cover?
No.
No, it does not.
No. Once in a great, great while.
Okay.
Almost never.
Never. And you have a lot of different events to bring the bus around, correct? I know you're going to be honored in Lucy's name at the Lowell Spinners, July 20th.
Yes,
Talk a little bit about
Spinners
that.
are letting us come for Lucy's Love Bus
That's
Day.
awesome.
They sold us 100 tickets at a reduced rate so that we can sell those and make some money. We have 100 tickets that are going on sale. People can buy, for $25, you get a T-shirt, a bracelet, a bumper sticker, and a ticket in this section.
Okay.
The kids are going to be there. All my team leaders will be selling T-shirts, selling butterflies for the Flyaway Festival.
Okay. That's September 14th?
September 17th.
17th,
in
okay.
Amesbury. And they are allowing us to drive around the field during the 7th inning
With the
stretch
bus?
with the crazy bus.
Oh,
and we'll
right.
be slingshotting our shirts. And we have 30 seconds on the big board, on the screen,
That's excellent.
to share our mission and what we're doing. So we're all very, very excited.
So let's share your mission right now. What are you going to say in that 30 seconds?
In that 30 seconds, I want to show the children who are helping us and the children that we're helping. I want to do some snapshots and voiceovers of the mission, which is just delivering comfort to children with cancer.
That's excellent. Now I've got the fabulous shirt on.
You look
we
awesome.
all do. Lucy's Love Bus, the butterfly, which is, there's a picture here. Pete, I wonder if we're going to start, we can flash some pictures of Lucy with a butterfly costume, correct?
Yes.
And that was a cute picture. Kind
She's
of.
in her underwear and socks.
All right. And then she's got wings on. And what is the signal, this for the butterfly? What
the symbolism behind it?
Yes.
What happened?
Oh, there. Thank you, Pete. Look at it. That's great, Lucy. Okay.
There she is. She's dancing to Elvis in that picture.
I love that picture.
She went through a big Elvis craze.
Thank you, Pete. That's awesome.
Yeah. So during her years in the hospital, I noticed a pattern that, when you have a child with cancer, people from all over the country, people from different countries are praying for your child. They're sending you presents, and we were literally just inundated. We had 6 months in the hospital, and we couldn't move in the room anymore. There was just so much stuff, and every single thing people sent, if it was a memo, a diary, a shirt, everything had butterflies on it.
Wow.
Everything. And I remember thinking, it frightened me. I thought, this must mean something.
Right.
And as beautiful as a butterfly is, it has a very short life, and it really, the symbolism scared me. And sure enough, Lucy did die at 12, and then after her death, at her funeral actually, a monarch butterfly was coming in and out of the church throughout the service in July, and many, many experiences kept coming up with monarch butterflies following us and landing on us, and it just became a real symbol of Lucy for us.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that must have been a little peaceful for you to see the butterfly.
I love seeing them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love the color that's so bright and so full of energy, like Lucy, the little diva.
Yeah.
She was a little toughy, huh?
She had a lot of
She
energy.
had a very determined mind.
She had some spunk.
She did have some spunk, like her mother. And we have the bracelets here also. I have the purple one. We have different colors.
Multicolor.
And what do these symbolize? Lucy's eternal life, too?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's a nice way to get the word out.
Yes.
The kids do a lot of fundraising and tagging, and we felt that it was a nice thing for them to have to give out. For a $5 donation, people get a bracelet.
Right.
And it definitely helps spread the word. So we've sold about 2,000 of them so far.
That's excellent. And we can go to lucy'slovebus.org for all the information that you're going to be putting for all these fantastic
for all the events coming up, yes.
There's also going to be a car wash May 14th, 4 to 7. Buy a butterfly. That's going to be also, is that going to be at the Spinners game? Buy a butterfly?
Buying a butterfly, they can go online.
Okay,
and
good.
To buy a butterfly anytime. And the car wash is May 21st.
Okay.
May 14th, we have a huge art auction that the teen leaders, the older kids, we have the teen leaders and the tween leaders.
Yep. Okay.
The teens are doing the art auction.
Okay. Now, who's in charge of the teen leaders here? Is it Katie? Who wants to try? Or Allie? Do you want to talk about what a teen leader is?
The teen leaders is basically just the big group of the older kids, and we have the younger kids. They do more small work, but we're working on an art auction right now that we're getting art donated from local artists, and we're going to have a silent auction in a local area, and all of the proceeds go to Lucy's Love Bus.
Okay.
And we're just trying to make it like a good event for people that want to be there, and just even if you don't want to buy anything, just hang out.
Right. And Signe, you're in charge of the art auction. When is that going to be? Is that the same day? Is that going to be at the Spinners? Where is that, honey?
The art auction is organized and it's going to be hosted by all of the teen leaders, and it's going to be at the Amesbury Cultural Center in downtown Amesbury on May 14th.
Okay, that's the May 14th
4
day.
to 7.
That's excellent. Now, anybody can be a sponsor for this, correct?
Yeah.
So they just have to go to lucy'slovebus.org to sponsor, and anything to give back, and with the T-shirts, the bracelets, like you said, or just to give money to Lucy's Love Bus to get this up and running, correct? All right. Now, the other thing, Katie, you're in charge. Are you the teen leader also, or you're a tween leader?
I'm a team leader.
You're a team leader,
Yeah.
okay. And who's the tween leader here? Is
I am.
Now, how many are there here representing Lucy?
For
Lucy's
just the
life.
tweens, there's
Yes.
just like 20 of us.
Wow.
And
Big organization.
yeah, some of them knew Lucy, and some of them are just some of my friends that really wanted to help and thought it was a great way to give back. So
That's excellent.
we have a bunch of people helping with that.
Lucy has such friends, huh? At such a young age, that people still want to be a part of Lucy. It's amazing. How about you, Katie? So you're the teen leader.
I'm a team leader, yeah. Lucy and I were best friends, and so when Beecher asked me to help out with the teen leaders and be a team leader, I was overjoyed.
That's
So,
great. And Jane, okay, you are let's talk a little bit about the integrative therapy and what do they do for Lucy? Like your mom explained, is that the acupuncture? Are you involved in that too, giving information out, or you just?
Well, yeah, the tween leaders, we like tell people about it, and we talk to them about it, and it's what it is. It's like anything that can help any kid with cancer, like equine therapy, like music and rhythm therapy, meditation, Reiki, acupuncture, and just anything that would help.
Right. Wow. For such young women, you really know all about this, huh? What do you think about this, girls down there? Caroline, how do you feel doing this for Lucy? How do you feel inside?
It just makes me feel a lot better because since I lost touch with her, I didn't really get to say goodbye or have closure. So Lucy loved all of these kids that were sick. So us helping the kids that she loves so much, it makes me feel better and closer to her.
Right. And what's your part in Lucy's? Are you in charge of getting all these girls together, and are you the PR person too, or?
Well, we're all just team leaders, and we all just help out each other and just work together.
Right. That's good. How about you, Signy? Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just so wonderful to be able to help out, and like Caroline said, Lucy really loved the kids when she was sick, and it, I'm sure, gave her, some confidence and to feel like she was helping other kids, and so we're carrying out really what she loved to do.
Now, would you girls, that's great, and would you girls take other girls from other areas, or do you just have to be from Amesbury, or do you have on your website, anybody could log on and help out, volunteer? Would you be looking for volunteers too?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah. Team leader.
So you all get along. Anybody fight here? No?
No.
Well, that's great.
That's our rule. We leave the drama at the door.
That's a good thing.
That's the rule.
They
No
do
drama.
leave the drama at
They
the
do.
door.
They dump it right there. It doesn't come in.
So what are your meetings? I know that you came here tonight, which I'm honored, and that you were supposed to have a meeting. So what do your meetings consist of, Katie? Like, what do you do when you get there?
Well, it depends what's going on, but it's right after school usually, and so we just kind of make posters or thank yous, or we write letters to kids that we're helping, or we contact businesses and people to sponsor our events and make flyers, try to get the word out, and plan all sorts of details for everything.
Excellent. All right. And I know that someone's been helping you, Lori Cody. Want to talk a little bit
Lori
about
Cody,
her?
Yeah, I just wanted to share a story, just a wonderful example of, Lucy's Love Bus is 100% run on love. The kids are not paid. I'm not paid. The only people who are paid are integrative therapists. Each child gets a $1,000 grant. So that money gets paid to integrative therapists, but that's it. And Lori Cody is someone I met through my job at Interrise, and I have a story where one day she did a huge amount of printing for us. All our promotional items are done by Lori Cody. And I went to pick up about $1,000 worth of brochures and flyers and business cards. And I handed her the check, which was almost $1,000, and she looked at it, and it dawned on her that that's one child. We do $1,000 grants. And she sort of put it together, looked at it quietly, and ripped it up, and said, give this to one of your children. And it's the type of thing that happens to us. It's one example of every single day we get these gifts of either help, support, love. Children are referred to us every day. And it's really a blessing.
It is a blessing.
It's amazing.
It is amazing. It's just, how did you persevere through this?
First 3 years, barely. You can ask Jane. Jane can attest. The first 3 years were incredibly rough.
Yeah.
It was brutal. It was like being run over by a train every single day. And I basically sat at Katie O'Neill's kitchen island. Her mom is a very dear friend of mine. And I just survived it, barely. And then on the 3rd anniversary of Lucy's death, she kicked my butt. She said, all right, this is great, but I've given you 3 years.
Katie's mom?
No, Lucy.
Lucy, okay.
Lucy gave me a little diva push and just said, I felt it. I don't know how to describe it. I didn't hear her. We didn't have a conversation. I felt her pushing me. She kicked my bottom, we'll say, to say, that it's been 3 years and her children, her peers in the hospital were dying and suffering, and she wanted me to get off my tush and go do it. And so that next day, it's been almost 2 years. In that 2 years, we've raised $100,000.
Wow.
We're helping 36 children in 6 different states with $1,000 grants, and more kids are coming in every day. And it was time. And after the 3 years, I felt like I had my energy and my strength back to go do it. And Love Bus is what helps me now to thrive. Yeah.
That's all. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And you're such a positive, strong-willed woman. But thanks to Lucy, right? Kicking your butt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And you just said today, too, which is funny, Beecher. Someone said Lucy's love buns. Yeah. I'm like, there you go. There's a picture of Lucy. That's a great picture.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pete. So you're keeping this so alive, and I think it's so important too. And I think all of these women are a representative of really women that are out there making a difference at any age. And it's amazing at any age how these women look up to you, looked up to Lucy at such a young age. I just can't, get over that. And maybe someone here can tell me, like, is it just because of the love that you had for Lucy, or is it because you're putting yourself out there to help other women and young girls out there now? Do you think that's what it's about here, too?
I think it's a combination of both.
You do, Jane?
Everybody just really wants to help, and they think it's a great cause, and just anything to, help with it and get it moving forward. And and go forward. Now, on Lucy's Love Bus, okay, the bus, who drives it?
Me.
You drive it. Oh my gosh! Okay, you do it all. All right. And in the bus, do you have? Do you go to schools like you said?
No, no, we don't. Well, we would. I mean, it's our marketing
try
vehicle,
to educate. Okay.
But it's mostly to deliver free acupuncture to pediatric oncologists, pediatric nurses, children at hospitals. It doesn't. It's not actually where we deliver acupuncture to children.
Okay.
It's more of a marketing vehicle to help us get the word out. We can be at festivals or farmers markets or parades. We'll be at the Spinners game, and we'll have a whole calendar of events where people can see the bus and experience acupuncture.
Are you involved with any hospitals in the area?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Hospitals are referring children to us left and right from the 6 different states. We have Dana-Farber now recommending children from Jimmy Fund. We have a hospital in New Jersey, a hospital in Vermont. Mass General reached out the other day. I haven't been able to connect with them yet, but they reached out and asked more about our services.
That's excellent. And how did you get to go to different states? It's just not in Mass.
It's word of mouth.
It's just word of mouth.
It's anywhere in the country. If a child is in Oklahoma, my theory is any suffering is suffering.
Right.
I'm not going to limit the healing that we offer
to
any kind of location. It's anywhere.
What does your day consist of? Being a mom, right? You have all these fabulous divas here that are out there helping you, making a difference. But what makes you? How do you keep your balance, and what makes you going?
I don't have any balance.
You don't?
I just embrace that. And my theory is, if you love what you're doing, you don't need balance.
Right. Is this your full-time job?
No. No, this is my full-time volunteer work.
Okay.
I have a full-time job for a company called Enterprise. It's a nonprofit that helps with economic development in inner-city communities.
Okay.
I do that full-time. I have 2 children, a couple of dogs.
Right.
But Love Bus, I do mornings, nights, weekends. I sneak, the work, Enterprise really supports what I'm doing.
Right.
They absolutely believe in it and have been wonderful. And they know there's times I have to go to a funeral. There's times that I need to work with children. And they've been very, very accommodating.
That's good.
Yeah.
How do you, you don't have a balance, but what do you do? Do you do anything that you can just sit back and relax?
I get integrative therapies myself. I finally realized, I kept joking. I said, no one needs these more than me.
Right.
And I finally heard myself saying that for the 100th time. So I now do acupuncture once a month, chiropractic care twice a month, and a massage twice a month, and I do yoga.
You do.
And I've been walking.
Well, that's why you're in such great shape.
That's right. That's why I look so fantastic.
Yeah, you do look fantastic. Right, Mom? That's right. So how important is that? Don't you think that's important,
it's
though, for women
incredibly
to take care of themselves?
Absolutely. I realized if I'm never going to stop working, and I work 24 hours a day, then I have to do something to balance it. And I finally learned that lesson. Yeah.
That's great, Beecher. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you do anything? Katie, are you in sports at school?
Yeah, I do.
Besides volunteering for this fantastic organization?
Yeah, I have a job at Friendly's down the street from my school, and then I also do winter and fall cheerleading, student council. I'm in a couple of the school's honor societies and stuff like that. Just kind of do a bunch of after-school activities.
So you're keeping yourself busy, and how important is it to do all of this?
I just like being busy and being with all my friends and stuff, and I also like giving back, no matter if it's through Lucy's Love Bus or helping with my community through my student council, because I feel that no matter who I'm helping, Lucy would be proud of me, and she'd really like it.
I'm sure she is. I'm proud of you. It's great. How about you, Jane? What do you do, sweetheart, besides this, Lucy's Love Bus?
I'm on a swim team, which is mainly just what I do, because pretty big commitment. I have it a lot. But then most of the week I'm either like texting or calling around to see if like
You're the PR person. You get on the horn, right? Good. That's great. I did a show live for our little high swim team girls there that were very motivational like yourselves. So, and then they said that it's very important to, not only is school important and education, but to either volunteer or get yourself into an athletic program too, or something to do with school, which is good. How about you, Allie?
I'm a cheerleader at the high school, and I work at Market Basket.
Oh, you do? Okay. I have a niece, one of my goddaughters, Dacey. She works in Market Basket in Amesbury.
Newburyport.
Newburyport. Great.
So town over. Yeah, I'm on a couple honor societies with Katie, and I do cheering. So just kind of spread myself out a little bit.
Right. And you're trying to keep yourself busy.
Yeah, definitely.
It's important.
Yeah, it's really important just to be involved, and especially because the more stuff we do, the more people we can reach out to for this even.
Okay. How about you, Caroline?
I'm in English and Spanish Honor Society. Most of the time I just spend time with my friends and my family and stuff like that. Just keep myself busy.
And you, Stacey?
I do diving and piano and tennis.
Diving? Wow. Good for you. And piano? Wow, you girls, really. Oh, what I did when I was younger. Geez, they out there saying, right, at our age, what did we do? We had to get out there, ride our bikes around, and that was about it.
Babysitting.
And babysitting, that's right.
Yeah.
Can you believe that we are wrapping up?
No.
Is there anything else, Beecher, that you would like to say? And in memory of your beautiful daughter, Lucy, is there something that, like anything that you would?
I guess, you know, this program that we started as a way to help heal me and help heal the kids has turned into this thing where we can do Lucy's Teen Leaders anywhere.
Right.
It's a leadership program that you can replicate anywhere, and I tell people all you need is one grown-up and a bunch of kids who have good hearts, and really the challenge for the grown-up is to let go. My challenge is to not be a control freak and to let them learn. Let them learn from experience and their own mistakes and really empower them. And when you do let go and empower kids, look what happens.
I know.
These kids will blow your mind when you see the things they do. If you come to the Flyaway Festival on September 17th, you will not believe that it's 100% planned by children.
Oh, I agree.
Young adults, I should say.
So you're kind of relaxed. So you
I'm totally relaxed. I do nothing. I just hang out.
Yeah.
They're amazing, though. They're an incredible
They
group
are
of kids.
amazing, and they're extraordinary women. Would anybody else like to say anything else? There you are, Jane, with your sister. The beautiful picture.
That's the day Lucy was diagnosed.
Yeah. So we're wrapping up. Anybody else like to say anything else about Lucy?
Her birthday's coming up.
Is it? When is her birthday?
May 25th, she would be 17.
Oh, okay. Happy birthday to Lucy, right?
Yeah.
I want to thank all of you remarkable, extraordinary women that have out there making a difference. I'm so impressed, proud, and admire you all. Beecher, I'd like to thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, you're fabulous.
So are
Let's
you.
keep up Lucy's memory, right? Lucy's Love Bus. Don't forget July 20th. We have the Spinners, correct? We're going to bring the bus. I'm going to go. May 14th. We have September 17th for the Flyaway. But you can also please, anyone can sponsor Lucy's Love Bus. I had to give out my traditional Godiva chocolate for the Diva and all of you women. I got the dark chocolate from Mom. And if anybody knows any extraordinary women like these 6
Thank you.
remarkable women, don't forget my website at divas.us. And I thank you for watching Daceys Divas. Today the show is dedicated to Lucy Grogan. May her memory be eternal. Thank you for watching Daceys Divas.